In the mid-14th century, a deadly disease swept across Europe like wildfire, leaving death and devastation in its wake. This disease was known as the Black Death, and it would go down in history as one of the deadliest pandemics in human history. The Black Death was caused by the bacterium Yersinia pestis, which was transmitted to humans through the bite of fleas that infested rats. The disease spread quickly, and within just a few years, it had killed an estimated 75 to 200 million people in Europe, Asia, and Africa. The symptoms of the Black Death were gruesome and terrifying. Victims would experience fever, chills, vomiting, and muscle aches. Then, painful buboes would appear on their bodies, which would eventually burst, releasing pus and blood. In many cases, death would come within a matter of days. The Black Death was so devastating that it changed the course of history. It led to the collapse of feudalism and the emergence of a new social order. It also paved the way for advances in medicine and public health, as people sought to understand and combat the disease. Today, the Black Death is still a chilling reminder of the power of infectious diseases to wreak havoc on human societies. It serves as a cautionary tale of the importance of public health measures and scientific research in preventing and controlling epidemics. Smallpox is a disease that strikes fear into the hearts of those who know its history. It is caused by the variola virus, and it has plagued humanity for centuries, causing disfiguring and sometimes fatal illness. The symptoms of smallpox are terrifying. Victims would develop a high fever and a rash that would eventually spread across their entire body. The rash would turn into painful sores that would scab over and eventually fall off, leaving behind deep scars. Smallpox was a disease that was both highly infectious and deadly. It could spread easily from person to person, and it had a mortality rate of up to 30%. Entire populations could be decimated by smallpox outbreaks, and those who survived were often left with permanent physical scars and disabilities. For centuries, smallpox was one of the most feared diseases in the world. It was responsible for the deaths of millions of people and caused widespread panic and terror. However, thanks to the development of the smallpox vaccine in the 18th century, the disease was eventually eradicated from the planet. Today, smallpox serves as a reminder of the power of infectious diseases and the importance of public health measures in preventing their spread. Although the disease no longer exists in the wild, there is always the possibility that it could be used as a bioweapon, which is why the smallpox vaccine is still kept in stockpiles around the world. The Spanish flu pandemic of 1918 to 1919 was one of the deadliest pandemics in human history. It is estimated to have infected an astounding 500 million people worldwide and caused the deaths of between 50 and 100 million people. The Spanish flu was caused by the H1N1 influenza virus, and it spread rapidly through populations around the world. It was particularly deadly for young adults, who were typically less susceptible to the flu. The symptoms of the disease were horrific, causing a rapid onset of fever, cough, and body aches. Victims would often turn blue due to a lack of oxygen and would die within a matter of days. The Spanish flu was especially terrifying because there was no effective treatment for it at the time. Hospitals were overwhelmed with sick patients, and doctors and nurses were unable to keep up with the sheer number of people who were falling ill. The pandemic had a profound impact on society, leading to the closure of schools, businesses, and public gathering places. In the end, the Spanish flu pandemic had a significant impact on the world. It caused immense suffering and death, and it forever changed the way we think about infectious diseases. Today, the Spanish flu serves as a cautionary tale about the importance of public health measures in preventing the spread of pandemics and the urgent need for the development of effective treatments and vaccines. Cholera is a waterborne disease that has caused epidemics throughout history, and still remains a public health threat in some parts of the world today. It is caused by the bacterium Vibrio cholerae, and it can lead to severe dehydration and death if left untreated. Cholera epidemics often occur in areas with poor sanitation and inadequate access to clean drinking water. The symptoms of the disease are terrifying, causing severe diarrhea and vomiting, which can lead to rapid dehydration and electrolyte imbalances. In severe cases, the disease can cause death within a matter of hours. Cholera has had a profound impact on human history. In the 19th century, cholera epidemics swept through Europe, causing widespread panic and terror. It was during this time that physician John Snow made his groundbreaking discovery that cholera was spread through contaminated water, leading to improvements in sanitation and public health measures. Today, cholera remains a serious public health concern, particularly in areas with poor sanitation and limited access to clean water. However, thanks to advances in medicine and public health, the disease is now much more manageable, with effective treatments available to those who fall ill. Cholera serves as a chilling reminder of the importance of clean water and sanitation, and the devastating impact that infectious diseases can have on human societies. It is a call to action for governments and individuals alike to prioritize public health measures and work together to prevent and control the spread of deadly diseases. HIV/AIDS is a chronic and life-threatening illness caused by the human immunodeficiency virus, HIV. The virus attacks and weakens the immune system, making it difficult for the body to fight off infections and diseases. HIV is transmitted through contact with infected blood, semen, vaginal secretions, or breast milk. The most common modes of transmission are through unprotected sexual contact, sharing needles, and mother-to-child transmission during childbirth or breastfeeding. There is currently no cure for HIV/AIDS, but antiretroviral therapy, ART, can help manage the disease and prevent its progression. ART involves taking a combination of medications that target the virus and reduce its ability to replicate in the body. HIV/AIDS has had a significant impact on global health, particularly in sub-Saharan Africa, where it has disproportionately affected women and girls. However, advances in medicine and public health have made it possible to live with HIV/AIDS for many years, and with proper treatment, people with HIV can lead healthy and productive lives. Prevention remains key in the fight against HIV/AIDS, and there are many effective ways to reduce the risk of transmission, including the use of condoms, pre-exposure prophylaxis, PrEP, and early detection and treatment of sexually transmitted infections, STIs. HIV/AIDS is a reminder of the importance of public health, research, and education in preventing and managing infectious diseases. Ebola is a highly infectious and deadly virus that has caused several outbreaks in Africa since its discovery in 1976. The virus is transmitted through contact with infected bodily fluids, and it can cause severe and often fatal illness. Ebola outbreaks are often characterized by rapid spread, high fatality rates, and the potential for social disruption. The symptoms of the disease include fever, severe headache, muscle pain, weakness, vomiting, diarrhea, and unexplained bleeding or bruising. There is currently no cure for Ebola, but supportive care can help manage the symptoms and increase the chances of survival. Treatment may include fluids, electrolyte replacement, oxygen therapy, and blood transfusions. Ebola has had a devastating impact on communities and healthcare systems in Africa, causing fear and panic among affected populations. However, advances in public health and medical research have led to improved understanding of the virus and better methods of preventing and managing outbreaks. Prevention remains the key to controlling Ebola outbreaks, and efforts have focused on identifying and isolating cases, tracing contacts, and implementing infection control measures in healthcare settings. The ongoing COVID-19 pandemic has highlighted the importance of preparedness and collaboration in managing outbreaks, and Ebola serves as a chilling reminder of the ongoing threat posed by infectious diseases. Severe acute respiratory syndrome, SARS, is a viral respiratory illness that emerged in China in 2002 and quickly spread to other parts of the world. The virus is highly contagious and can cause severe respiratory distress and, in some cases, death. SARS is caused by a type of coronavirus, similar to the one that causes COVID-19. The virus is spread through respiratory droplets, often through close contact with infected individuals or by touching contaminated surfaces. The symptoms of SARS include fever, cough, and shortness of breath, which can progress to severe respiratory distress and pneumonia. The illness can be fatal, especially in individuals with underlying health conditions or weakened immune systems. The outbreak of SARS in 2002 to 2003 had a significant impact on public health, causing fear and panic among affected populations and leading to travel restrictions and quarantines in many parts of the world. However, prompt and effective public health measures, including isolation of cases, contact tracing, and infection control measures helped to contain the outbreak. While SARS is no longer considered a major public health threat, it serves as a reminder of the ongoing threat posed by emerging infectious diseases and the importance of preparedness and rapid response to outbreaks.